It's really great to get back to nature.
What makes you think you ever left?
Meaning?
Well, you've always been a part of nature. You share a lot with that tree, these insects, birds, fish, even the single-celled life in this pond.
We're all composed of cells.
All living things, from simple to complex, perform similar functions to stay alive.
Such as?
Growth, for one.
And movement.
Reproduction would be another one.
Right. And not just large organisms. Every single cell has structures that perform the activities necessary for life.
Well, I know we have organ systems. You're telling me cells have organs?
Close. All cells have organelles.
Little organs?
In a way, they are. Organelles are the structures in every living cell that perform specialized functions for living.
This is a typical animal cell. The cell membrane is the covering that holds the cell together and regulates materials that pass in and out. The nucleus of the cell contains its genetic information, or DNA, essential instructions for the cell to function and reproduce. If you compared organelles to organs, the nucleus would be the brain. The cell is filled with fluid called cytoplasm. It holds the organelles and contains dissolved minerals the cell needs. This complex network is the endoplasmic reticulum. It plays a role in producing and transporting cell products. The Golgi apparatus is a system of sacs that sort, package, and transport products inside the cell or discard them outside. The lysosomes are where food particles are digested. There are lots of these organelles, the mitochondria. They're little power plants where cellular respiration takes place to release energy stored in foods, the energy that keeps life going.
There's a real division of labor.
Right. The organelles have very specific functions. They take the raw materials we need to survive.
Like food.
And gases.
And with energy, they all do their jobs to keep us alive.
60 seconds of science.
The overall health of any organism depends on the health of its individual cells. But what happens if certain cells fail to function? When nerve cells in our arms or legs stop responding to messages from the brain, paralysis results. When cells in the pancreas fail to produce insulin, diabetes occurs. Some diabetic patients have to obtain insulin from other sources. When cells that line the inner wall of the stomach stop producing protective mucus, the lining is attacked and broken down by digestive juices. That and bacterial inflammation cause ulcers. So most diseases and illnesses can be traced back to individual cells that either function abnormally or fail completely. But the more we learn about the lives of cells, the more we're able to combat or prevent disease and illness. Advances in science and technology have led to medicines, vaccines, and diagnostic tools that improve the quality of human life. And further research into cells promises to reveal even deeper mysteries, from genetic abnormalities to potential causes of cancer.
We've been talking about animal cells. What about plants?
Well, the cells are similar, but there are some differences.
Plant cells have some unique organelles. They are protected and joined to other cells by a rigid cell wall. Photosynthesis takes place in chloroplasts, which absorb energy from the sun to create glucose. The energy that is stored in this simple sugar makes its way through the entire food chain. And these large vacuoles are used for storage and some digestion.
So even though there are some small differences in their makeup, what's basically the same about plant and animal cells?
They both need matter and energy.
To continue life.
It's on a day like today that we can thank our cells that we're alive.